Hello everyone, I want to welcome you to another class, and today we'll be talking about a very imperative part of Management Information System, MIS. We'll be looking at the topic titled Network Security. I remain your facilitator, Brian MOXL, and today's class will be very interesting. So let's go straight to the point. Network security. What do you mean by network security? From the word network and from the word security, network talks about a group of devices or gadgets connected together to share information or computer resources. It can be online, it can be offline. Then we'll talk about security. How do I protect my network from illegal or illicit access? So how do I do that? That's what we want to discuss today. All right. So what is network security? That's the big question. It's a way of protecting a network from unauthorized or illicit access, misuse, or any form of theft or threat. We call that network security. I said protecting the network from unauthorized illicit access, misuse, or theft, or any form of threat to a particular network. All right, we call that network security. So how do I protect my network whenever I'm online or offline? All right. So we're going to be looking at common security measures. Okay. The first one we're talking about is installation of firewalls, encrypting my documents, encapsulating my documents, getting secure password policies, and also the use of antivirus. Okay, so when we talk about common security measures, we're talking about installation of firewalls, encryption, decryption, encapsulation, secure password policies, and even the use of antivirus to protect my network, or I will call that common security measures. So let's talk about computer hardware security. How do I protect my computer hardware? Okay, I mean the physical or the electromechanical component of the computer system. How do I protect it? All right, from theft, from misuse, from illicit access, or from damage of any sort. Okay, now computer hardware security talks about those measures and techniques, okay, that I can use to protect the physical component of my computer system. We are talking about what computer hardware security. Those physical components, how can I protect them? All right, that's what we call that computer hardware security. All right, how do I protect my computer hardware component, those physical components, from theft, from damage, from tampering, from alteration, or unauthorized access? Okay, we call that computer network security. I said it talks about the measures and techniques I can use to protect the physical component of my computer system from theft, from damage, from tampering of any source, from any illegal or unauthorized access. We call that computer hardware security. All right, ensuring hardware security is vital to safeguard the data and functionality of the entire system. Yes, your data is key, so you need to protect it. All right, that will take us to the importance of hardware security. Why is it important? Why is it imperative? Why do I need to secure my hardware? All right, the first thing is number one, prevent physical theft of devices and sensitive data. All right, if your hardware is properly secured, it will prevent physical theft of devices and sensitive data. You protect against environmental damage such as power surges and fire or even water disasters. You safeguard against hardware tampering and unauthorized alterations. Then you will ensure the reliability and longevity of hardware components. I talked about four things, okay? We're looking at the importance of hardware security. I said number one, prevent physical theft of devices and sensitive data. Number two, I said protect against environmental damage such as power surge and fire or any form of disaster. Number three, I said safeguards against hardware tampering and unauthorized alterations. Then number four, ensures the reliability and longevity of hardware component. That will take us to types of hardware theft. Okay, there are different kinds of hardware theft. So we'll talk about them one after the other. Number one, there are different kinds of hardware threats. Okay, number one is theft. Physical removal of devices like your laptop, your server, or storage drives can be stolen. So that is why you need to protect them. Your flash will be protected. Your hard disks, either internal or external, must be protected. Your SSD, either internal or external, must be protected. Talking about the solid state drive. All your compact discs, your CDs, your DVDs, and the rest of them must be protected. Okay, we call that theft. Okay. Number two is damage. We're looking at types of hardware threats. We talked about the first one, theft. I said physical removal of devices like laptops, servers, or storage devices. Number two is damage. All right, accidental or intentional destruction of component. Yes, it can be accidental. It can be intentional. You may have a grudging or an annoying member of staff, okay, that wants to intentionally damage or destroy some hardware components. Okay, so number two is damage, accidental or intentional destruction of components. Example, fire, water damage, or mishandling. All right. Number three is tampering It's a type of hardware threat. Tampering, alteration of hardware to compromise functionality or data security. Yes, it's very valuable. It's possible. It's conceivable. Example, installing what we call keyloggers or malicious chips, okay, or even viruses. You understand? We call that tampering. Number 4 is unauthorized access. Yes, gaining physical access to devices to extract important information or manipulate data is possible. Number 5 is power-related issues. They can be surges, they can be spikes, or even outages that can damage hardware components. Okay, so these are the threats, all right, of these are the types of hardware threats. Okay, number 1, I said types of hardware threat: theft. Number 2, damage. Number 3, tampering. Number 4, unauthorized access. And number 5, power-related issues. That will take us to the measures to ensure computer hardware security. What can I do as a professional, as an IT professional, as an IT person to protect my hardware components? Number 1, physical security measures. Locks and cables. Use hardware locks and security cables to secure devices. Yes, security cabinet or safes. Get security cabinet. It's not a crime. Put all your hardware components there and lock it up. Store critical devices like servers in lockable cabinets. Okay. Access control. Restrict access to hardware through key cards, biometric systems, or even pins. Yes, it's possible. Number 2 is environmental protection. We are looking at the measures to ensure computer hardware security. Number 2 is environmental protection. I've talked about number 1, physical security measures. Number 2, environmental protection. Now, what do I mean? For example, fire safety. Install fire extinguishers and smoke detectors in computer areas. Yes, it's imperative. Number 2, dust and moisture control. Yes, dust can damage your gadgets. It's very important. Even water, moistures, okay, dust and moisture control. Use air filters and maintain humidity levels to prevent damage. I said use air filters and maintain humidity levels to prevent damage. We also have uninterruptible power supply. Get your UPS installed. Protect devices from power surges and outages, okay. Then number 3, monitoring and surveillance. Let there be cameras, CCTV camera, okay, short circuit TV. Let have it, okay. Install CCTV cameras in areas housing critical hardware. Yes, you need to install CCTV cameras in areas housing critical hardware. Use intrusion detection systems. So when you have an intruder, you get an alert. Okay. Use intrusion detection system to monitor unauthorized access attempts. Then number 4, we have hardware tracking. Remember, we are still discussing the measures to ensure computer hardware security. Number 1, I talked about the physical security measures, where I talked about locks and cables, security cabinets or safes, and access control. Number 2, I mentioned environmental protection. Under environmental protection, I talked about fire safety, dust and moisture control, then uninterruptible power supply. Number 3, we talked about monitoring and surveillance. That's number 3, monitoring and surveillance. I talked about installation of CCTV cameras. They're using intrusion detection system. Number 4 is hardware tracking. Yes, you can track your hardware. Okay, install trackers. All right, implement asset tracking system such as barcodes or RFID tags to monitor hardware components. I said hardware tracking. That's number 4 under the measures to protect computer hardware security. All right. Number 4 is hardware tracking. I said implement asset tracking systems such as barcodes or RFID tags to monitor hardware components. Then number 5, regular maintenance. Maintain your hardware. When you detect any error, call for someone, fix it immediately. All right. Regular maintenance. Conduct routine checks to ensure hardware is functioning optimally. Replace worn-out components promptly. Any worn-out component, do not manage it. Replace them immediately. That falls under number 5, regular maintenance. Number 6 is hardware encryption. All right. We talked about the use of encrypted drives to protect data, even if the hardware is stolen. Yes, even if they steal your hardware, they won't have access to it. They will either format it or troubleshoot it. Okay, and your data will be safe. Now, I said hardware encryption. Use encrypted drives to protect data, even if the hardware is stolen. Then number 7, tamper-proof hardware. Whenever they tamper it, you know. Okay, use tamper-evident cases or seals to detect unauthorized access attempts. Okay, number 7, I said tamper-proof hardware. Tamper-proof, PROOF hardware. Tamper-proof hardware. Use tamper-evident cases or seals to protect unauthorized access attempts. Then number 8 is policy and training. All right, this is very important. Establish strict hardware security policies for employees. Yes, let there be. Educate staff on the importance of physical security and proper hardware handling. These things are very key. All right, so we just talked about the measures to ensure computer hardware security. I talked about number one, physical security measures. And under that, I mentioned locks and cables. I talked about security with cabinets or safes. Number two is environmental protection. I talked about fire safety, dust and moisture control, uninterruptible power supply. Number three, I talked about monitoring and surveillance. We talked about installation of CCTV cameras and intrusion detection systems. Number four, I talked about tracking, that's hardware tracking. I said to implement barcodes or RFI tags to monitor hardware components or hardware movement. Number five, I talked about regular maintenance. I said, okay, regular maintenance. Number six, I talked about hardware encryption. Encrypt your drive to protect data even if the hardware is stolen. Number seven, I talked about tamper-proof hardware. Use tamper-evident cases or seals to detect unauthorized access at end. Then finally, number eight, I talked about policy and what? And training. All right, that will take us to what examples of hardware security devices. All right, what are the hardware security devices I can buy from the market to protect my hardware component? This is the part I love. Number one is the Kizenstein lock. Yes, you heard me right. The Kizenstein lock, a cable lock used to ensure laptops and other portable devices. Number two is hardware firewalls. All right, devices that filter and monitor network traffic to protect connected hardware. Okay, number three is biometric scanners. Get your biometric scanners, devices that use fingerprints or facial recognition to access control. Number four is surge protectors, devices that shield hardware from any form of fire spike, okay, or even power spikes. Okay, then finally, tamper resistant cases. Tamper resistant cases, enclosures designed to prevent unauthorized opening or alteration. All right, so what are the best practices for computer hardware security? We just talked about examples of hardware security devices. I said Kizenstein lock, hardware firewalls, biometric scanners, surge protectors, and tamper resistant cases. Now, what are the best practices for computer hardware security? Number one, we're looking at the best practices for computer hardware security. Number one, keep devices in secure, controlled environment. Number two, use password protection and lock screens when devices are unattended. Number three, regular backup data to protect against hardware failure. Number four, dispose of old hardware securely by shredding drives or using data wiping tools. Then number five, maintain a hardware inventory to track and monitor devices. We just talked about the best practices for computer hardware security. I said number one, keep devices in secure, controlled environment. Number two, use password protection and lock screens when devices are unattended. Number three, regularly backup data to protect against hardware failure. Number four, dispose of old hardware securely by shredding drives or using data wiping tools. Then number five, maintain a hardware inventory to track and monitor devices. So that will be the end of our class today. I remain your facilitator, Brian Excel. Do not forget to like and share. Thank you. See you in the next video.